What's up YouTube, it's Rugrats and Duchess here, back with another video for you guys. In this video I'll be showing you my top 10 personal favorite PlayStation 1 games that I grew up with. This does not mean that these are the best games ever for the PlayStation 1 or these are the most sold games. Not at all, this is just my personal experience on the PlayStation 1 when I was younger. So if you're ready, come follow me on this epic journey. Alright guys, to start things off, we have a 3D platformer. First we have Croc, the Legend of Gobos. This is actually a really great platformer when I was younger. This was the era where the 3D environment was only new. It was the beginning of the 3D. They went from 2D side-scrollers to 3D platformers. It was really enjoyable getting those little crystals and collectible stuff. I really enjoyed Croc, even though the graphics haven't aged that well in my opinion. This is still a great game if you enjoy 3D platformers. It's a collectathon, not that huge like in the Nintendo 64 era, but it's actually great to have a little game to freshen your day. Alright, number 9 we have Mickey's Wild Adventure. Mickey's Wild Adventure is one of those games that said, 3D platformers are the thing, let's just stick with the 2D side scrollers, and it actually worked out. It is a really hard game when I remember this. Also with really creepy and spooky levels with skeletons and stuff. Mickey's Wild Adventure was one of those great Disney games, a really great Mickey game. The graphics are, it's just like the Super Nintendo, but then better. They stick with the 2D images, not like going to 3D polygons. It was really great playing this one, but the sad thing is that when you die, you have to start all over again from scratch. That's why I really enjoy those old games. They don't have like those difficulty levels that you're just playing it and after 8 hours, well, I'm done, and then you lay the game like there and it's you never play it again. But this one is different. You just have to try all over again when you lose, and that's why it's so entertaining. It's also great when you lose to get the controller to your friend if you're playing with two, because you'll die a lot in this game. It's a really hard platformer. A 2D side-scroller, that is. Alright, we have number 8. Number 8 we have Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. This is a game I recently picked up, and this is the game I rented a lot as a kid. Yeah, I really miss renting games. In the past you could like rent games all over again and then just try them out before you buy them, but those are gone because people copy and stuff. And yeah, here we have Bugs Bunny Lost in Time. This game is really great. Another platformer. I'm a really huge fan of that genre. This game is great because you have to collect carrots, and also you have to travel through time and do some stuff with clocks and stuff. I really enjoyed this. I don't have that good of a memory of it, but I do remember that you could play it in different languages, which is great. You also had this on the PC, but I experienced it with the PlayStation 1. Alright, number 7. We have Rugrats, and Dutch is called Ratchet 2, so that's why it's this version. But Rugrats, it's the search for Raptor. Definitely play this game because Rugrats used to be one of Nickelodeon's best cartoons back in the days, and THQ was a really great developer for this one. They also had like a sort of mini games where you had to, like, when you win a mini game, you get a piece of the puzzle just to collect all the pieces to have like the Raptor puzzle completed. So we have all the characters here. I think all of them are playable. You also have like mini golf and also platform elements in there. So a really great 3D game. It hasn't aged that well. The graphics look, wow, not that good when you look back at it now. But the gameplay is really so much fun, and you just have to play this, enjoy it, and maybe you play it out in like 2 hours or stuff. But the music is also really great in this game, and it's really great to go back to the 90s cartoons with that. Alright, back to another game. We have number 6, we have Ninja Shadow of Darkness. That's also a game that is not in here, is Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is also really great, but the graphics haven't aged that well, and I personally grew up with Ninja Shadow of Darkness. It's from the makers of Tomb Raider, so we can't complain here, but it's a really great game where you have to like hack and slash and get your way through the next level time after time. There are a lot of enemies facing you down. I remember there's a lot of cheat codes in here and a lot of difficult levels. I never completed this game, but I hope to do so in the future because I'm older now, so maybe this can be a thing to go back to. It's a really great game with swords and all great accessories and tools like that with Ninja. Okay, to number 5 we have Outworld. Yeah, Outworld is one of those games that got remastered, got a lot of versions. Like we also have a version after that, and also one on the Xbox, I think Munchies, yeah, something like that, but it's completely different. This is really great. We have our main protagonist here is Ape. He has to escape because the pharmacy he's working in is actually planning to have a new delicacy, which are these guys. These is the species, and they are trying to eat them. The workers there have to face certain death when they come across one of their employees, or actually it's one of those games where you have to run away, and we have those rattle things that come after you with machine guns and stuff. It's a really funny game. You get control over your enemies, which are the people that enslave you, just to say. The 3D animation in the beginning is also something I remember. Yeah, it's really great because it's one of the earlier titles, and it was we have a difficulty level just like with Mickey's Wild Adventure, where it's really difficult to progress, and once you die you have to start over from your last checkpoint. And I also never completed this game. They remastered it in the PlayStation 3 or 4 era, I believe, because it was a really great classic. Definitely experienced this one. A lot of great soundtracks in my opinion, and a really awesome game. Alright, number 4 we have Rayman, the classic, the first one. And go into the 3D era. This is still just a 2D side-scroller, just like Mickey's Wild Adventure, but this is also a really difficult game. It's just easy in the beginning. You get new things to do. Yeah, like you can hang at a certain point. You have also sorts of unlockables with the attacks and stuff, where you can attack higher, fly around when like a helicopter. It's really great because we have different levels. We have a musical level, we have, I think it was a candy level and a paint level. It has all different kinds of environments, and this game, wow, it has a ton of action packed into it. It has like eye-popping animations using 65,000 colors, as stated on the back here. And this is the first game that got me into the Rayman franchise. Then we had like the other Rayman 2, then we also have Rayman 3D, I believe. The second one, The Great Escape, is also in 3D, but this one stick with the 2D, and it's one of my preferred versions for Rayman. Okay, now to the top 3. Can you guess what it is? We have on the number 3 spot Digimon. Yeah, this used to be a Pokemon channel back in the day, but Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon World is one of the best PlayStation 1 games in my opinion, just because it's so huge. You can do a lot of stuff in this. You have to like raise your Digimon, and then it can evolve into different Digimon depending on how you raised it. If you raised it poorly, it goes into a weaker Digimon. If you raised it really good, Agumon can go to Greymon, for example. So it's not stick to the anime. You can digivolve into whatever you like, and it's great raising those Digimons. The thing is, it's not like in Pokemon where you train on your level 100 and that's it. No, here we have this game where you raise a Digimon, and once you lose 3 hearts or you become of age, you die, and then you start over again with a new egg and get a new Digimon like that. I really enjoyed this because you had to get all those evil Digimon back into the city, because the city was abandoned when you first start this game. And I enjoyed it a lot of gameplay hours went into this game. If you haven't tried it out, check it out. It's one of the games I recommend the most for the PlayStation 1 era, because nothing like this has been recreated. I wish they made a remastered version like the first one. We also have other Digimon Worlds on the PlayStation, but those are more RPG type of styles. I don't know what kind of genre this is. It's just adventure, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. Okay, number 2 we have Spyro, yeah, the Dragon. Spyro the Dragon, the first one, is one of those games where you go back to and you say like, wow, in those days they really made epic games. It's a collectible game, I'll collect a ton, collecting all those crystals here and there, and we have to like collect them all. It's a completionist game, and this is actually one of the games that is still worth a lot, just like the Digimon World game. If you find this, definitely pick it up if it's cheap because you won't regret it. It's a really great 3D platformer. We also have Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. Those are all also fine, but I picked the first one just because it sticks to the difficulty of the PlayStation 1. It gets more difficult time after time, and the other ones are a bit more easier in my opinion. So check out Spyro the Dragon, and nowadays he's in Skylanders, but here he was way better. Check him out. And now, number 1, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? We have the one, the only Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, that's right. If you played Uncharted 4, then you definitely played a little bit of this game. This was Crash Bandicoot. This is the original Crash Bandicoot, as you can see. This is a guy, a main protagonist, a Bandicoot, that has to collect. It's not a collectible game, but you have to like destroy crates here and there, and if you destroy all crates, you get an extra crystal. You have to go like it's like the map of like Donkey Kong Country, where you have different levels and you progress through all of them, defeat bosses, and it's like from beginning to end such a fun game. Really hard in the end of the game as well, but I enjoyed it quite a lot. We have Uka Uka, which is a mask you put on. Then when you collect 2 of 3 or 3 of them, then you become invisible for a certain amount of time. And this is actually the graphics. They still hold up today in my opinion. It's a really great game. This one and Spyro. If you go for like the 3D, where the PlayStation is most known for, it's those two. If you don't own a PlayStation 1, you can definitely pick them up on the PlayStation Online store, yeah, the Play Store. Definitely download them there on your PS4, PS Vita, whatever. These games are classics. You definitely have to check them out. And that was actually my childhood. I know we have Tomb Raider, and wow, Metal Gear Solid was the most revolutionary game with cinematics and stuff. But these were the games I enjoyed most when I was a little kid. So definitely let me know what your favorite PlayStation 1 game is when you were a little kid. Right now, mine is, if I was not calculating the nostalgic values and just by the perspectives, I would say Final Fantasy VII took the most out of the PlayStation. But these I enjoyed most because I played them when I was younger. It's just that kind of feeling you get when you play a game that you've played 10 years ago and you start playing it now and it still holds up. One of the best feelings ever. So yeah, that's it guys. That's my top 10 PlayStation 1 list. If you have suggestions for new videos, put them in the comment section below. I'll definitely take a look at them, and yeah, maybe I'll make a video about it. And that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely rock smash the hell out of the like button because you know I always appreciate that. And I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.